Ministry of Records, and here's hoping we don't see any more of those guys running around. I've seen the records from the First Galactic War, and that ain't pretty. Automaton berserkers might be a little spooky in that they probably scare a small child if they startled them. Cyborg berserkers were cobbled together fluffing nightmares made of bleeding flesh, rusted metal, and were cackling like lunatics at the idea of slicing up some hapless helldiver like lunch meat. I suppose that one could make the argument that technically automatons could be considered cyborgs since they use biocomponents, but I personally think these are just robots with some organic parts to them. Cyborgs are mostly organic with some cybernetic augmentation, like Deus Ex or some among the Adeptus Mechanicus. But enough of these word games. You came to hear about the war and listen to music, and I already played the music. Tonight set a new record for highest percent of Helldivers focusing the Western Front at nearly 70%. Truly, we are united in our desire to obtain a gigantic space battle station that goes boom, boom, boom. Even the most obstinate defenses upon Claorell could not withstand such democratic might united in divine purpose. And possibly before my adjusted sleep cycle, the planet will fall to Super Earth's jurisdiction once more, as is proper. Yes, I did say adjusted. My handlers at the Ministry of Truth wanted me to try to get some more rest. Apparently, I've been using so many stims and working so much that I was subjecting myself to, cerebral bleeding. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Also, there's something in my medical records about respawn sickness. I don't know what that means either. Look, they probably just mixed my charts up with somebody else's. Probably Pineapple. Sweet Lady Liberty, that man loves his stems. Aside from that, the anticipated failure of Pandion's defense route earlier this morning when I was not in a state where I could provide a frontline news bulletin. As I mentioned last night, there just weren't enough bug divers remaining to put up a decent fight. In fact, what is going on with the war tonight? I mean, this many divers upon the surface of Claorell, and the TQZ is left undermanned? Keep an eye out for flying pork tonight, dear divers. In other news, one of my favorite galactic war trackers, the Helldivers Companion App, saw an update today where the percentage of deployed Helldivers is listed on each and every planet's info card. This is all very helpful. I usually have to cross-reference this with some of my other trackers in order to collate all the data. What I'm telling you, dear divers, is that you can either refer to the link in the description for extremely reliable, up-to-date, by-the-minute information on the Galactic War, or simply read the listed stats that I've written in said description in order to figure out what's going on. I do tend to double-check the companion app's work, and thus far I haven't seen them flub anything. They get the Radio Angel's Ministry of Truth approved Seal of Patriotism. Speaking of the Seal of Patriotism, I've got something really special for you last generation guys. A 500 kg bomb of nostalgia. Linked below is a video made by a good friend of mine and co-worker within the Freedom Alliance, Strider of Valor, who has taken it upon himself to put together a Halo ODST-themed cosmetic pack that is also available in the many links of the description below. Yeah, I know, there are links aplenty, but it also means that you can take little bits and pieces of only what you want and just use that, or you can follow the directions to each item and grab them all. I have Strider's assurances that all works together great. That's been Liberty's latest with me, ponderatheradioangel. We'll finish off the last of the puny resistance upon Claorell, kill the bots, take their stuff, and apply their loot to our new fancy battle station, so we can stomp buttholes in the posteriors of our enemies and walk them dry. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for Super Earth.